Hi you guys, it's Wednesday, so you know what time it is. It's time for Sew on Wednesday. I'm Lorene. I just want to welcome you to my channel. This channel is about cross stitch, crochet, hand embroidery, quilting, but mainly it's about cross stitch right now. I just love doing cross stitch. Matter of fact, I got so many whips going on. I need to get them done. I need to get them done. That's one of the things that me and Carolyn, my cross stitch buddy, talked about and decided to work on this year. She comes here during the holidays at Christmas. She stays usually at Christmas until New Year's. And we had a plan for this new year that we would work on our whips and try to get those done. So I've been trying really hard to focus on my whips and just keep working on them until I get them done. Although I'm starting new ones, that's okay. I still want to focus on at least getting a couple of my older ones done. And so that's what I've been doing. The last 2 weeks, it's been 2 weeks since I've seen you. So since then, that last video I did, I just continue working on the ones I showed y'all last time. So you'll see my progress, which I've made some progress, and I finished one of my little tiny cross stitch. So I'm going to show you that. I've also started a crochet project and a quilting project. And I also went to a quilting class with my daughter, which is the first time I've done anything like that. And I'll tell you more about that at the end of the, after I've done the cross stitch portion. At the end of the video, towards the end, I'll talk about all that. So anyway, stay tuned for that because I had a blast. So I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm doing good. I'm in Texas, North Texas, and we're supposed to be getting some rain here in a couple of hours. So I was trying to do this video really quick while the sun is still out. So I'll have good lighting. And also my husband has gone to hit some golf balls really quick before it starts raining, and also to go by the grocery store. And I thought this would be a perfect time for me to do this video while he's out and it's quiet here in my little house. So anyway, okay, well, let's get started so I can get finished before he gets back. I been working on this beauty, Enchanted Alphabet by Lavender and Lace, and I've been working on the little girl. I've gotten all this done, and I've been working on her. I got her head and her hair done, and started down with her arm right here, and she is so darling. I'm telling you, I'm doing this on ivory Ada 2/1. Now my last video I said 2/2. No, 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 no. I'm glad you guys corrected me. It's 2/1. I'm doing it on Ada 2/1. All of my Adas is 2/1. Okay, no matter what I say, it's 2/1. But she is the cutest little thing. She's all wrinkled because I had her in a hoop, and then I had the excess Ada cloths rolled up. But look past the wrinkles and you'll be able to see a beautiful, if I can get it up in front of the camera. Here she is. This is what I've been working on over here, this little girl. Isn't she pretty? So I got her face done, her hair, and then I did her arm. And there's some back stitching here, and there's her little hand. And I'm going to just continue to work down here. And she's also holding a little rope, and there's going to be a little bunny back in here, which is so darling. So I'm going to continue to work on her. I want to get her finished by the next video. I'm not sure I will because I still got quite a bit to do on her. But this is an Enchanted Alphabet. And like I said, this is on ivory, just plain Ada ivory. I'm using all the called for colors, 2/1. And I actually started this December the 26th, 2022. So I need to get this done. So that's Enchanted Alphabet by Lavender and Lace. So pretty. So, so pretty. I hope I don't have my camera so close to me. I feel like I'm in your face. Really in your face, people. Let me know what you guys been working on. I love it when y'all comment and tell me what y'all been working on. Oh, someone commented about Miss Veronique. What was it? Oh, there was another designer y'all wanted me to go check out, and I did, but I forgot her name. I'll have to look back and see to the comments again. But I loved them. I loved her. What was the name of her? Oh, well, I'll think of it. Anyway, I went and checked her out, and I really liked her and her designs. And she did remind me of Miss Veronique because she does vintage stuff. But I'll have to get back with you on that. I forgot her name already. Duh. That's what I get for not making notes. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show y'all is from Miss Veronique's book here. I do a lot of patterns. There's a lot of them I want to do, and I've already done a few out of this book. And this is my finish I'm going to show y'all. It's that little cupcake I was working on last week, or 2 weeks ago, and I finished it, and it looks so good. I posted it on Instagram, so that you guys that follow me on Instagram have already seen it finished. But it's this cupcake right here I was working on. Now let me show it to you. These are so yummy looking. I love the way it turned out. Isn't that pretty? Look at the colors. I love the colors. And Miss Veronique, she puts 2 separate DMC colors. You can choose from 2 sets, a lighter color and a darker color, and I chose the darker color. So what I've done, I've got extra Ada right here, and I'm gonna do another pastry because they are so fun to do. Isn't that pretty? And the back stitching in it really makes it pop. Can't really see it because it's in the fold of that book. Oh well. But that's my little FO. And what I want to do next, I want to do this one right here. Doesn't that look yummy? And my cross stitch putty told me I'm looking for this tablecloth or something similar to it, so I can do this tablecloth. I want to do this. I need to find the, it looks like it's material, but where the cross stitch is some kind of Ada just in this section. And I'm not sure where I can find this at. So can you guys help me? I know Carolyn told me that it was called Afghan fabric, but this looks, I don't know. I noticed it after she told me that this has got, like I said, right here in this square is Ada only, and the rest of it's fabric. So it's a little bit different. It may be still called Afghan. I'm not sure. So if y'all know where I can find something like this, can y'all let me know? I appreciate it because I really want to make this tablecloth. I really do. I think it's so, so darling. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you, so you saw my little cupcake. I'm going to show it to y'all one more time because it's so cute. Okay, that's my little cupcake. I'll put it over there. Sitting in front of my kitchen table here. It's got a bunch of stuff on it. The next one is my quiche lady. I call her my quiche lady. Now I've got her legs done. I continue to work on her dress. Now let me tell you, I had to make a working copy for this because there's 3 shades of red. I know I shared this with y'all last time, but boy, have I had problems. This is my hardest cross stitch I'm working on right now because I'm getting so turned around with the reds. There's 2 reds. They're just 1 shade difference, and the symbol For one of the reds, it's a straight line down, and the symbol for the other red is one line down with a little tiny mark on the bottom of it. And I keep getting them confused. I really do. So I've had a time. You talking about frogging? I've done a lot of frogging on this. So, and this is a quiche or pie carrier, like you guys told me, because I found it in the back of the book, and it said it was what it was. But you guys knew what it was. Isn't that darling? So let me show you what I've done on her. She's been a pain, but I'm going to finish her because she's so cute. And I probably need better lighting because I'm cross stitching mostly at night, and I've got my little light over my lamp over there, and it's a little light. And I probably need a brighter light so I can see the symbols better, so I can know which shape, you know, which red I'm supposed to put in there. But anyway, so this is what I've got done. I've done quite a bit. I'm working my way up. Her little apron is up here. This is the other side of her dress. And then I've got a piece of dress to do here. So I'm almost got her dress done. At least the bottom part of it. But she's going to be so pretty when I get her done. And she's going to be big. She's going to be a big girl. So there you have it, my little quiche lady by Miss Veronique. It's going to be so pretty. I wonder if I should make one of these travel bags. I may try to make that. I just might. If I can find a pattern to make it. Looks like it's easy enough. Alrighty, let me put this over here so I don't get them messed up. I think this goes with this. You know how it is, you do not want to get your pattern away from the threads. Because you don't know what goes with what. Alright, my next thing I want to show you is out of this book by Miss Veronique. And I've got the page marked already. It is this, which is so cute. I'm having so much fun doing this one. I have finished, well, almost finished the little chick. Of course, he doesn't have his eye or his feet yet. But I've got his body finished, and I've started working on the basket. And I put the handle on it last night, but I miscounted by 2, so I ripped it back out. I frogged it back out. So that's where I'm at. I've stopped right here. So I've got him done, and I've got part of the basket done on this. And this is so darling. This is one of my favorites because of the colors. So pretty. This little girl going with her little hands like, I'm finding all these little eggs out here, and I'm so excited about it. Look at her. If any of you got this book, and y'all got to do this pattern. It is so much fun. I'm going to give you a close shot of everything on the bottom so you can see the colors. How beautiful those colors are. These are all DMC colors, all the call for colors. I did change it. Well, I'll take that back. The green, I had to do a different shade of green. That's the only DMC I substituted because I couldn't find the correct green, but it's working out. But it's on white Ada, 14 count, 2001. And look at her. She's so cute. Like I said, I love these colors, the different shades of pastels. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to put the handle on. And I'm just going to continue up here because there's going to be a little bunny right here. And I want to get to that little bunny so bad. So hopefully next week or the next 2 weeks, I'll get all the way up to the bunny, and I can show it to y'all next time. if I can hold this book up so y'all can see it side by side. Wait a minute. Y'all know I have problems with the book. Let me see if this will work. Okay, there you go. You can kind of see it. So, yeah, this is another fun one. And I've got another one. Is there another one in here I'm working on? No. I got so many Veronique books, I forget which one I'm working on. Each one. No, this is the only one in this book. Okay. Right here. All right, let me see what's next. Okay, the next one is out of this book, and it's Miss Veronique's Fables and Fairy Tales. And it's going to be Hansel and Gretel, which I have almost got Hansel and Gretel done. Almost. Okay. I've been working on the house. I got the windows done now, and I'm filling in the roof on the house now. I've just got these strawberries down here to do, and the lollipops over here, and then the back stitching, then I'll be done. I'm almost done with it. And I'm still planning on making this tin can with, just like they've done here, covering a tin can. So let me show you this one. Here it is. I've done pretty much all the back stitching down here. I haven't done the back stitching here, but I have not started on the house as far as the back stitching. But I filled in the windows. I started here. Y'all see this? Looks like little cupcakes up here too. And I'm filling in the top of the house right there, the rooftop. I've almost got it finished up there. There's a little bit up here to go. There's a little bit of the roof line to go right here and down. And I've got some green to add right here. This one is pretty. Just love this. This is 14 count white Ada, 2/1, using all the call for colors DMC threads. So darling, love this. I love that ice cream cone up there. Such a darling pattern, I'm telling you. Hansel and Gretel is the name of it. By Miss Veronique, out of the Fables and Fairy Tale book. I've got one more I'm working on out of this book. And it is this one, Mama, the Little Boats. Right here. And I've got this little boot, this little boot here. I guess it's a rubber boot. And I've got this little, this beach ball and this little boy done right there. I haven't got the back stitching in. Last time y'all saw it, I had just started right here. I had part of the boot done. I didn't do the back stitching yet, and I had some of this and some of this done. I just jumped up here because I had to finish one of these kids. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. I can't wait to show it to you. I had to get, there was 3 DMC threads I was still missing, so I had to go to Hobby Lobby, and I did find them. They did have them. So I could start on the little boy. Can't wait till you see it. Here it is. Isn't he darling? So pretty. I did put the back stitching in here, but no back stitching up here yet. So I'm just gonna continue to cross stitch and do the back stitching last. Isn't this sweet? I just love this. So this is Mama, the little boats. Let me see if I can hold this up so you can see it beside the picture. Out of the Fables and Fairy Tales, Miss Veronique book. So pretty. There's one other one I want to start when I get this one done. And I've already got the threads for it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. There's a lot of cute ones in here. A lot of cute ones. Here it is. It's called Pippin Apple and Lady Apple. And it's these two little children. Looks like they're eating and picking apples. But aren't they cute? So I've already got the threads for them, so I want to start them. I may start them this week, I'm not sure. But I just love the dark greens and the reds. And like I said, these are all DMC threads. Miss Veronique's, all her patterns, you know, use DMC threads. So there's no specialty threads. You have to order for these. You can just run up to Joann's, Hobby Lobby, or Michael's and get your threads. So I want to start this one. I really do. I really do. I've got the threads, so why not? And the Ada. I try to keep 14 count Ada in my house at all times. The only thing about it, some of the larger pieces, I end up having to go run and get the large piece. Well, tell you the truth, Hobby Lobby has stopped selling the larger pieces. I used to buy the really long, I forgot what size it was. It was like 38 inches by 27 inches or something like that. And I've been having a hard time finding that size. So now the pieces have been smaller. So, but this piece is not very large, so I should have some Ada in my house that I can pull from. I'll see. But I love working on 14 count Ada when I'm working on Veronique's, Miss Veronique's patterns. I just love working on it. And that's what she calls for anyway. So, isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, that is so cute. All right, let me see. What else do I have? Okay, I guess that's it for my cross stitching. That's all I got to work on. Now let me tell you a little bit. Now I'm going to talk about some crochet I've been working on. Me and my sister, I have an older sister, me and her went to Hobby Lobby since last time I saw y'all, and I had seen a YouTube video with Erica Arndt, A-R-N-D-T. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name, but anyway, she's got a wonderful YouTube, and she does all kinds of sewing, quilting, cross stitch, and crochet, everything. I mean, everything. She's always putting videos out there. So I saw one of her videos, and she was doing the Sunburst crochet tote bag, and it was so cute. So I called up my sister and I said, I want to go to Hobby Lobby. You want to go with me? She goes, of course I do. So I picked her up and we went to Hobby Lobby, and I bought all this yarn, which happened to be on sale. Well, it ends up I'm going to be returning this yarn, well, half of it, because the yarn I bought is different than the yarn that Erica was using on her YouTube channel. And she was actually using Lori Holt chunky yarn, which is smaller than the yarn that I got. So I'm going to continue to work on this, but the bag is probably going to be larger than I want it to be, so I may make something different from it. But it is it's called Sunburst. Let me take it out of my little plastic bag here. And this is what I've gotten done on it so far. I just did one. And it probably should be like 3/4 this size, or half this size. And and she just connected them like 4 going across lengthwise and about 4 going height-wise to make a bag. But this would make a really big bag. So unless I reduce the size, like from 3 to 3, it probably would work. But I am returning the other colors because I had bought like 10 different colors, and I'm just going to stick with this color. So, but that's what I did. I learned how to do a sunburst granny square. I think I did pretty good. She gives good instructions. I just kept pausing the video until I got it. And then I started writing down the directions. So, because this is different than this one, and this one's different. All the rows are different techniques. So, it's not hard to do. Honey, if I can do it, you can do it. So I did that. And then I went, like I said earlier in my video, I went to my first quilting class, and it was called English Paper Piecing 101. And it was a gentleman that was teaching it. Him and his wife, they are both teachers. They both quilt, and they do classes. And they're both been in magazines, and I mean, very well known. His name was Terry Mosser, I believe the last name. I may be mistaken with the last name, but his first name was Terry. Very nice man. And I went, although I've done English piecing before, I learned it off of YouTube. I thought, well, I want to go. My daughter was going. I thought this would be a fun thing for me and her to do. I've never done anything like this before. And I wanted to just check it out, which I had a blast. And it ended up, we sat with another mother and daughter. So it was really nice to have someone my daughter's age there with her, and we just had the best time. But I did learn some things about English paper piecing that I did not know. How to start it and how to end it when you're sewing them together. The different knots that, I mean, how many knots you need to make, how many stitches you need to go over when you begin. He told us 3 times would be good to go in the same spot 3 times at the very beginning of the hexagon when you're sewing them together. And when you end it, make sure you do the same thing and put 2 knots. So I thought, well, that's good. So anyway, my daughter was so sweet. She brought everything that her mama would need, because my stuff is still in that guest room with, I'm not even sure where it's at. I just put them in plastic containers and stuck them in the closet, and I just did not feel like having to move all that stuff and try to find any fabric or anything I would need. So she brought everything I would need. So she kind of spoiled me with this with this class by showing everything and bringing everything and giving it to me. So so this was, I'm going to show you what I made. Stop talking. Let me show you what I made. We did 2-inch English paper piecing with hexagons, 2-inch hexagons. And this is what I made. Christy brought, like I said, all the fabric that I would need. I picked out the fabric I wanted. And this is from, I believe, Wiley Blake. Sunday Stroll is the name of this package. It was a fat quarter bundle that she had. But isn't that darling? So I got 2 of these sewed together in the class. The class is 4 hours long. I got 2 of them sewed together, and then I came home, and that evening I finished the rest. So like I said, this was 2-inch hexagons that we sewed together in the class, cut them out, sewed them together. And he gave us a special ruler to use when measuring, and gave us glue and gave us a template. He made a template for our 2-inch out of this plastic. And then he gave us the cardboards to do 2 sets of these. See, there's the board. The only thing I do differently is that I punch a hole in mine. So when I go to remove them at the very end, you just lift it, you just put your finger in there and you can pop it right on out. So that's what I did in my first quilt adventure. my first quilting class. The teacher, Terry, he had his a quilt displayed on the wall, and it was all this technique, English paper piecing. It was absolutely stunning. He showed us how to fussy cut in a way that I have never seen done before. And I'm not going to even try to explain it to you. It's one of those things you have to show them how to do it. But it was amazing. So we were just standing there while he was talking about his quilt. He had done a quilt that started with the year he was born. Like he said, he was born in the 1950s. So part of the quilt was done with vintage fabric, and then he worked his way down through his life. He loves France. He can speak French fluently. He goes to France twice a year, and he loves France. So part of his quilt had to do with France and Paris. Part of it had to do with Christmas. I mean, you could just see his storyline through this quilt, and it was just beautiful. It was amazing. And you just knew a lot about him by looking at his quilt, a little history about him. So I thought it was just a wonderful time. I was there the whole 4 hours. It went by so fast, and we had the best of time. I can't wait to do something like that again. So just heads up, guys, if y'all have never been to a quilting class, try it out. Or any kind of class. They do, what do they call it when they show up once a month? Sit and sew or whatever. I'm not sure what they call it, but it's when they all get together and they just come in and sew. And they're sewing by hand. So she said they have it once a month that you can just go and sit and sew with everybody and just fellowship. And I thought what a great way to get to know people and just connect with people and get out of the house and do something fun with somebody else. So there you go. That's what I did. So since then, me and Christy went to a quilt hop the very next day. Texas having a quilt hop. I think it was like 150 stores. It's been lasting since March and April was the 2 months. And last weekend was the last weekend. And she got to visit more quilt shops than I did. I'm not a big quilter like she is, so she went to a lot more than I did. But I think other states are doing it. Carolyn has signed up for the quilt hop in Maryland, and I think there's like 4 states that's joining in with that one. But Texas is so big, we didn't need any other states to join in. We had a bunch. We have a bunch here in this state. So, but anyway, I think Christy went to about 10 or 12 of them. I went to 4 of them with her. But when we were out on Saturday for the final quilt hop, I ended up buying at one of the quilt stores one-inch hexagons. And there's 100 in this pack. And I'm going to do me a small something. I'm going to do some hexagons, do some English paper piecing with it, and make something out of it, because they are so much fun to make. And I've never done them this small, but I started on them. I bought me some fabric while I was with Christy. They had some little fabric already cut, and I believe they're fat quarters. And I bought me several pieces of these. And at my class that me and Christy went to, he also gave us some plastic so we can make some templates. So I went ahead and cut out. This is 1 inch, so I cut it out a little bit larger so I can cut the fabric out with this. Let me get one of these out so I can show you what I'm talking about. This is my template. I cut the fabric out with this one, and this is what I wrap the fabric around. See, there it is. And it's going to make a 1 inch hexagon. So I've been having so much fun doing these. I've got a little plastic container I put on my lap at night while watching TV. And this is what I did last night. I just laid it in front of me, and then I marked up I traced on my fabric, I traced my hexagon, and then I just cut it out with scissors, and then I got my glue stick and glued it on. And I did quite a few of them last night. Did that many. So, in the meantime, I've been watching YouTube channels on how to make some neat things with these. So I'm hooked on hexagons. And I've been working on my yo-yos too. I'm not going to show you my yo-yos because they look the same. I'm still working on the blue. So once I get a few more cut out and done and sewn up, I'm going to start connecting them. And then I'll show y'all my yo-yos, my yo-yo status. So, and at that class, I had bought the fancy glue. It's the blue stick. I got it from Joann's. I think it was like $12 for a stick. And Terry, our teacher at our quilting class, said, don't buy that anymore. You don't need to spend the money. He goes to the Dollar Tree store or Dollar General, wherever, you know, one of those dollar stores, and buys just the regular glue stick. And he goes, it works just as good. So he gave us all a glue stick, and it has worked just as good because all these were glued with it and had no problem with it. So just a heads up on that. You don't have to buy that real expensive one. It says it's for fabric. You can just use regular glue. It's a little glue stick from the dollar store. Alrighty. Okay, guys. Well, I guess that's about it. I've had fun this week. I can't wait to see you guys in 2 weeks. I plan on to continue working on what I've been working on my cross stitch that I showed y'all today. I want to try really hard to get Hansel and Gretel done. If I do get it done, I will post it out on Instagram, the finished product. So anyway, but until then, happy stitching to you guys. Remember, one stitch at a time will get you there. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week, a wonderful day. God bless each and every one of you. And I'll see you in 2 weeks. All right, bye-bye now.